How to make a gym website with Wix. Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I will show you step by step how to set it up completely. Now, there's going to be a lot of details that I'm not going to cover. I'm going to show you the basics of each thing that you need to do, but there's going to be a lot of details. If I show all of these details, it's going to be like 7-hour video, and I don't really want that. So I'm just going to show you exactly where you need to go, and then you can do more research about these specific details. Now, to get started, you basically just want to go to wix.com. And once you go to wix.com, you're going to create your account for free if you have not already. And then we can just start with creating a site. Now, I just need to know before we get started, I know it says Wix Studio from the top left, but we're going to be using the default Wix editor, and we're going to be creating a default Wix site, not Wix Studio. So with that being out of the way, we can just get started by clicking on Create New Site from the top right corner. And if you did not actually know, we can start completely for free. And it's not even like a time trial where you have a specific amount of time and then, free trial where you have a specific amount of time and then, no, you can actually keep it for free until you are, decide to upgrade to make it more suitable and more professional. Now we can just click on Create New Site from the top right and begin our journey. Now we are going to, this is for Wix Studio, but I'm not going to be using Wix Studio like I said, so I'm just going to click on Build with the Wix Editor. This is going to allow me to go back to the default Wix Editor. Now, by default, you're going to have the option to start with AI. This is going to allow you to type about, the business that you want to create, in this case, gym business or fitness. So you can actually go ahead and start chatting with AI and basically just giving as much details as possible about the business that you want to set up. But I prefer to go to set things up without AI. It just makes things easier for me, but that doesn't really make AI worse. You can just feel free to test out both. But I'm just going to click on Setup without chat. And this is going to allow me to select the type of business that I want to create. So we can just do fitness. Or actually let's see if gym is something. Yeah, we can actually do gym. So I'm just going to go ahead and select gym and click on continue. This is going to allow me to, this is going to specify things accordingly to a gym business, even when it comes to templates and things like that. Now it's actually going to show me the more relevant things about fitness and gym. So now we're going to start by adding a few details. So we're going to start with the name of the business. So we can just go ahead and really add any name of the business that we want. So I'm just going to do explain gym, for example, and I'm just going to click on continue. And if you want to add the business address, you can also feel free to do so, which is very important if you want people to visit you. So you will need to go ahead and do that as well. Now, anything or any information that we have here and set up here, we can feel free to also set up from the settings. So even if you click on skip, it's not really going to matter much because we have the option to do it later on. Now we have the default working hours, so this is going to be for the actual gym. So I'm just going to do, for example, from Sunday till Thursday as an example. And then we also have the time where it's actually going to be open. So we have 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. It says with Arabic characters because, the time zone is in Dubai, it's Arabic. So it's going to really depend on your region. But you can just feel free to set this up accordingly to whatever you want. And again, remember, you can always edit the working hours later on from the dashboard if you want to add more information about it, like different shifts and so on. So click on continue once you are happy with it. And now we are going to include the different services. And here we have, different services here that are used, but we can feel free to create other ones or feel free to even remove them. Again, this is completely up to you, and you can always just add or edit them from the dashboard. So I'm just going to click on continue one more time. Here we can add staff members, but I'm just going to leave this out. But if you want to, you can just add their name here and then their email address if you want, and click on continue, and they're going to be added. But I'm just going to click on skip. And then here we have more different tools that we can actually use. For example, how you actually want to accept payments. So for example, if it's online payments, make sure you check this. If you want to accept in-person payments, you can also feel free to check that. If you want to manage your services and bookings on the go, this is actually a pretty good feature to use on mobile, and you can also have more things to set up here. Again, I'm just going to click on continue, and this is going to allow us to go to the dashboard now and set things up really however we want them to be. So click on continue to dashboard, and we're pretty much done with a lot of the things that we have set. So from the dashboard, we can just click on home, and in the home screen, it's just going to give you a basic overview of everything that's happening. So you can just go to check out some analytics, some activity feeds, and so on. So this is all going to be in the home page. Now, in the home page, we also can start designing our site from the top right. But before we do that, let's just give you a few things that you need to set up first before clicking on design site on the top right. For example, in the dashboard, you will find plenty of things. For example, if you want to set up the services that you have, you can go to catalog and go to booking services and adjust them accordingly. If you want to check out the booking calendars that you have, you can click on booking calendar, go to calendar list or booking list, or even work schedule to add more times and stuff like that. We can also adjust it from here. Apps is going to be different things that we can set up. Catalog, we can also add products, but in order to do so, you will need to add the Wix store app. And then we also have more things. For example, marketing. If you want to start email marketing things, we can also use Wix to do it from here. And we have analytics and automations. But most importantly, we have the settings tab, which is very important right now. If you click on settings, there are going to be a few things that I need to show you that you will need to set up like right away. For example, accept payments is very something that you need to start right away. You just click on it, and in here, once it actually loads in, so in here is going to be the different payment methods. Now this is going to be different for you probably if you're in a different location, because each location is going to provide different payment methods. For example, in the UAE, we have Stripe as the main one to accept credit cards and debit card payments. We also have PayPal, and if you want to add more payment options, you can click on that, and it's going to show you different ones here as well. So this is for payments, but then there's also more things here like tax. Also, we have the domains here, manage plan, business email, site member settings, but then we also have the general settings here, which is the most important for the time being, as you were getting started. For example, you just want to click on business information and really add more information about your business. So your logo, the name of the business, the category for it, address, and so on. So this is actually very, very important. And then we can just go in and start designing our site after all of this is done. So we can just click on design site from the home page. We can click on design site from the top right. This is going to open up the site editor for Wix, but if it's your first time, you'll need to obviously generate a template and so on. So you're going to have two different options, whether generate a design with AI by adding prompts or using a custom template and just, adjusting that. Now, I personally just wanted to go for a template, so I'm just going to click on pick a template, and I'm just going to go in and pick a template and show you what's inside the editor. Okay, so once you select a template to get started with the editor, now there's going to be obviously different videos for this in our channel to help you edit the Wix website properly. But I'm just going to give you a general overview of how it actually works. The Wix editor is very simple because you basically just click on any element that you want to change and you will have settings for it specifically. For example, if it's text, you can just click on text and you'll have the ability to click on edit text right on top of it and you will be able to change it. You can also feel free to make it bold. You can change the font size, you can change the font, you can change the color, and so on. Same goes for any element. For example, a button, you basically just click on it. You can change text. If you want to change the link for it, you can click on this little link icon on top of it. And you can change whether it's going to be a link to a different page or a different web address completely, for example, google.com. You can click on done, and now whoever clicks on this is going to be taken to google.com. So the same goes for any other elements here. Now here we have a background. For example, you can just click on any section and click on change background, but you can notice that this background is not really to a specific section. It's just a background that moves or is actually still So this is a site design. This is the entire page's background. And to change that, you want to go to site design from the left panel and click on page background and change it from there. And obviously you can go to color theme, text theme, and so on. While we're in this menu as well, we have also pages and menu item here to switch between other pages. We also have the ability to add more sections and elements. To do so, you basically want to go to the beginning or end of a specific section, click on add section, which is basically a empty space where you can add elements to it. And then once you have an empty section to add anything, you can just click on add elements. And then you can just add anything that you want. So you can add images, buttons, videos, menus, really anything that you want that you can actually find in here, you can feel free to add. So you can add really anything. And in this case, let's just add this one. And to add something, you can just click on it or drag and drop. So once you drag and drop, you can just, let go and change the size for it and everything, and you're ready to go. And like I said, to, adjust specific element, you basically click on it and you'll have the ability to change design, the animations and effects, and, different things. Each element is going to have different things that you can edit for. And this is a quick overview of the editor, and this is pretty much how to create a Wix website for your gym. So hopefully you found this video to be informative, and thanks for watching.